What's up guys, this is SkyGuy the Jedi with a new video aimed at the newbies. If you just bought the game, opened up the box, and felt kind of overwhelmed by everything, I'm here to help. We're going to open up the box, take a look at everything in there. I'm going to show you how it all works, what it does, how it all connects to each other, how to turn everything on, and how to charge everything, and even set up some of the settings that you need in order to start playing the game. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm even going to share some of my personal phone settings that I use in order to play longer and have to take less breaks, because your phone will overheat sometimes. It's a huge help. I promise it's going to save tons of frustration for you, so stick around and enjoy the rest of the video. Wait guys, I forgot to mention, if you have any questions about the game or anything Star Wars related, just ask them in the comments. I am reading and responding to everyone.
Use my knowledge, I beg you.
Okay, see ya. So what's in the box?
What's in the box?
We've got the headset, the beacon, the lightsaber, our phone to headset connection cables, and a porg.
You lie! You're a fucking liar!
Let's start with the headset. So if you look on one side of the headset, there are some buttons that we will, for the most part, be ignoring. But really quickly, this is the menu button, so if you want to pause or restart while in the middle of a game, that's the button to do that with. Then we have a back and cancel button, which I've never really felt the need to use. And finally, a select button. I don't know why the select button is here, to be honest, because the lightsaber already has a select button on it already, so it seems a little inconvenient and redundant. So I only ever use the menu button. On the other side of the headset, you have your phone tray compartment. So open that flap up, slide out the phone tray, and this is where your phone is going to be going. Next, we've got the lightsaber. At the top is the sensor, which will glow when it is turned on. Further down the hill, we have a round black button called the control. And next to it, we have a large rectangular button called the activation matrix. I will explain what both of these do once we're in the game. At the bottom of the lightsaber, we have the on and off button. When you switch it to on, the sensor will glow white. Hashtag, what's Lady Tano been up to recently? Hashtag, Ahsoka lives.
You're stuck with me, SkyGuy.
What did you just call me?
And finally, we've got the bacon. The beacon, wow. Sorry, it's the beacon, not bacon. I'm hungry. Beacon. Now there is one switch on the bottom of the beacon, the on and off button. It's in the off position when it's in the middle, and if you flip the switch to the left, you will turn it on and it will glow pink. However, if you switch it to the right, it will glow a light blue or cyan color. I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but I think I remember reading somewhere that Disney plans to release some sort of multiplayer mode for this game, where the blue on the beacon will become necessary, but for now, just stick to the pink. And now the last piece of the puzzle, the phone to headset connection cable. The box contains 3 cables to choose from depending on what model phone you have. I have an iPhone, so I'm using the iPhone connection cable with the lightning connector. Just choose the cable that works for your phone and leave the rest in the box. I wouldn't throw them away just in case you have a new phone or want to lend the game out to one of your buddies and he's got a different phone than you. These are not typical cables that you can find anywhere, so if you lose one, you'll have to shop around online for a replacement. The headset and lightsaber need to be charged with a standard micro USB charging cable, like this one. The beacon, meanwhile, takes AA batteries. The lightsaber has a little charging port right next to the on and off switch at the bottom, right there. And the phone tray compartment on the headset has the same thing there. Once you've downloaded the app, go ahead and launch it. Wait for it to load. First, we're going to tap the icon in the upper left that takes us to the menu. Let's tap Options. We want to make sure our graphics quality is set to high and that profile selection is enabled. Then go back to the previous screen and tap on Language. Make sure that you have the right language selected, then tap the check mark button below and back to the home screen. Tap Anywhere And you'll be taken to a very helpful little screen called Setup Reminders. Starting from the left, we need to turn on our sound. Make sure your phone ringer is on and your volume is up. You'll notice that the sound icon now has a green check mark, meaning I can move on to the next item in the checklist, which is turning on my Bluetooth. So I'm going to swipe down, tap Bluetooth, and there you go. Next up is the lightsaber. So at the bottom of your lightsaber, flip the power switch to on. The lightsaber will glow white and immediately turn to blue. Now, whenever you start up the game, I would recommend doing a lightsaber calibration test. So tap on the calibration button and you'll see some instructions on how to perform the test. It can be kind of confusing though, so let me show you how to do it. Take your lightsaber and hold it parallel to the ground. Then just swing the lightsaber in front of you in a figure 8 motion until your lightsaber vibrates and the app tells you that it's finished. Next, we are going to turn on the beacon, set it to mode 1 where it glows pink, and place it in an open space somewhere on your floor away from reflective surfaces and away from furniture containing magnetic materials. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what magnetic materials even means. I'm assuming that you would know if you have magnetic furniture, so just keep that away from the beacon. If you have a case on your phone, go ahead and take that off. Then take your phone to headset connection cable and plug it into your phone with the loose end facing upwards. The next step is called the stopper, and it refers to a little rubber piece on your phone tray. So open up your headset and take out that phone tray and make sure that this little piece is laying flat, just like that. If it's facing up, it will literally prevent the phone tray from sliding into the headset compartment. I don't know why in all of the galaxy they decided to create this little stopper thing, but it's there, so just make sure it's laying flat. While you have your phone tray out, go ahead and open it. Hold the phone tray like this. Place my thumbnail underneath this little arrow on the side of the phone tray here, and just push upwards, like that. Once it's open, I like to flip it over so that the bottom is facing up. Then, with my other hand, I'll take my phone and gently slide it into the phone tray. Once I feel my phone slide into place, I can close the phone tray and you'll hear it snap shut. Next, you'll see some silver fasteners on the back. Just go ahead and push those inwards as far as you can. These will keep your phone from sliding around in the tray. And that's it for the setup reminders. There is one more step, which you will find by swiping left on your screen, and that is to set the appropriate viewing profile for your tray window. This is basically just making sure that these white dotted lines here are as close as possible to the actual tray window. And you can do that by telling the app what type of phone you have. Now, the app should do this for you automatically. If for whatever reason it doesn't, you can do it manually by tapping on Profiles and cycling through the phone list they provide until you find your phone. When you're done, click the check mark and tap Launch. Now the only thing left to do is to slide the phone tray back into the headset compartment and connect the cable to the headset. That's it. Okay, so I know that seems like a lot of steps, and it is, but most of those settings you'll never have to set up again. Plus, this will all quickly become second nature to you and take you much less time in the future to complete. Okay guys, let's learn how to put on the headset the correct way. So hold the headset in one hand like this, then press it up against your face, and pull the back down behind your head. You want this back strap piece here to extend almost to your hairline, so right about there. In order to do that, you have to unstrap the top, pull this down, and strap the top back in. Next, take these sides, pull them back, and strap those back in. And that's it. It's pretty easy. Now the goal is not to cut off blood circulation to your brain, it's to look like Ace Ventura.
Alrighty then.
No, the goal is to be comfortable. And right now this feels pretty comfortable. The headset is staying into place and it's not moving around everywhere. Okay guys, now I'm going to give you some bonus tips on what to do in order to play it for longer stretches of time. One thing you should know about this game is that it is a graphics hog. The amount of processing power it takes for your phone to run this game is enormous, to say the least. After playing for about 30 or 40 minutes, my phone turns hotter than a midday summer picnic on Mustafar. I don't know if you've ever been to Mustafar. I was there earlier this year actually. It's pretty warm. It's hot, I'll say it. It's really hot. And when it's too hot, your phone goes into something that I call survival mode. Your screen will spontaneously decrease in brightness and your graphics card will mysteriously vanish into thin air. And what you're left with is a tremendous amount of lag. In fact, I remember when I was trying to beat the Archivist for the first time, I was going at it for about like 2 hours straight. I just kept losing over and over again because of the lag. And so it got to the point where I was so frustrated that I literally vomited out of anger. But I digress. So here's my personal list on things to do in order not to hate everything. And they basically fall under two categories: freeing up as much of your phone's processing power as possible and minimizing distractions. The first thing I do is make sure that everything is charged. You'll be in the middle of a battle with someone and a big red box opens up saying, "Hey, guy, you're low on battery, what are you doing?" And that's just super distracting. The next thing I do is give my phone a break from all of the stuff that it does in the background. An example would be the background app refresh, which is just something that we don't need while we're playing. So the more of those types of things that we could just turn off, the easier it will be for our phones to run the game. And most of the things I'm going to suggest only apply to iPhones. So if you have an Android, do some research to see like what the equivalent setting would be on your device. That said, here's what I do. I turn on low power mode, I turn on reduce motion, I turn off location services, and I close every single app running in the background other than Jedi Challenges. So doing all that is going to help the game run smoother and lag a lot less. Then what I do is tell my screen what not to do. So the iPhone has little sensors in it that detect how much light you have in your environment, and it will actually auto adjust your screen's brightness and white balance to bring you the best viewing experience. And we don't need that for Jedi Challenges, so it's just going to be really distracting. To prevent that from happening, you need to do three things: turn off auto brightness, turn off true tone, and turn off night shift. Once all of those things are turned off, you could take that brightness all the way up again and rest assured that it won't go down while you're in the middle of the game. And last but not least, I like to avoid interruptions by turning on Do Not Disturb. There's a special place in hell for people who call you while you're in the middle of a battle with a Sith Lord, but to help prevent those types of problems, you can send them straight to voicemail. However, by default, Do Not Disturb only works when your phone is locked, so in order to make it work while we're playing the game, you need to go into your Do Not Disturb settings and tell it to always silence incoming calls and notifications. And that's it. I know it's a lot to remember, so write it down if you have to. You'll thank me for it. I promise you it's worth it. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it, but next week I'm going to be posting a part 2, where we actually get into the game and start playing. Yeah, play the game, right? Yeah, I'm going to show you the ins and outs, how to play the game, how to beat all the levels, kill all the Sith bosses, all the fun stuff, how to be a Jedi Master. Anyone? Right? Yeah. Okay. So until next week, see you later. What are you doing? I'm so tired. It's too many takes, man. I didn't think it was gonna be this much work. With a new video aimed at the newbies. Okay, here we go. I'm feeling it. What's up, guys? This is SkyGuytheJedi. What? I am done.